We are here at the By the Boat Center, here at the 2026 Progressive Cleveland Boat Show, and joining me are Mike and Leah, and they have a story for you guys. You guys did not grow up boating.
No.
That's right.
All right, tell them your story.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So growing up, neither of us boated. We were kind of around boats here and there. We saw boats from Lake Erie. I grew up in the Cleveland area, Leah and Columbus, but didn't have families that owned boats. But I remember having friends who had boats up in the Lake Erie Islands area and thinking, my gosh, this is the coolest thing in the world. How do I get into this? And kind of made it one of my goals, I think, growing up as a kid was, yeah, I'm gonna own a boat one day. And I don't know how, but I'm gonna think about that. And yeah, fast forward 20 years later, and yeah, we've gone through a few boats now, gone through the pains and the struggles, been the joys of boat ownership.
Yeah, and similar story for me. I grew up, nobody that I knew really had a boat. I didn't have a boat, but we were always like kayaking, paddleboarding, things like that. So I grew up liking the water, but when Mike and I met in 2016, I knew it was a passion of his. So we kind of leaned into it. We started out with actually inflatable kayaks from Walmart, and we fished on them. We caught really big fish on those kayaks. So we started there, and then we just kind of grew from there. We were actually in Freedom Boat Club for a little bit, which really helped us figure out like what we wanted, where we wanted to boat, and what kind of boat we wanted. So we just kind of continued purchasing boats from there, and now we're in our current boat, which we love. But I feel like it just goes to show really anybody can get out on the water. You don't need a huge boat. You can start with an inflatable kayak or even just start along the shores and still grow to love Lake Erie.
Definitely.
And you guys started Lake Erie Locals.
Yes.
So can you tell us and tell everybody out there, what is Lake Erie Locals exactly?
Yeah, so we started Lake Erie Locals in 2020, kind of our COVID project. We really into Lake Erie, but we were kind of concerned that we were going to start posting too many pictures of Lake Erie and it was going to annoy our friends on our social media. So we started Lake Erie Locals, as we call it, a dumping grounds for our photos, with no intention of anything else other than that. And for some reason, it started to catch on a little bit, got a couple followers, things went from there. And as we kind of grew from there, really, fast forward a few years later, we got, some more followers, and then we started kind of taking it more seriously. So as Leah said, we then got into Freedom Boat Club. Then we left that, then we bought our own first boat, then we sold that, and then went to our second boat, then to our third boat. And we just kind of kept showing the process throughout that. But it was so much more than, I think, boating too. You could probably talk about that part.
Yeah, and it really just kind of turned into wanting to support local businesses and just show people what we're doing on the water, around the water, and just kind of our day-to-day lifestyle around Lake Erie. So we really do it for fun. We love it, and it's been really fun to meet new people, interact with other people that have the same interests as us.
So I know that you guys, as you didn't grow up boating, and now here you are running this new company that does all of this stuff. So one of the things with By the Boat is where we try and encourage folks, just like yourselves, that didn't grow up doing any of this. I did not grow up boating either. But this is a good landing spot for folks to just come, where you guys talk to them about the different types of boats. Freedom Boat Club, what an awesome kind of segue into just learning the variety of vessels. So By the Boat is a place for you to stop by, chat with other people. No salespeople here. Nobody's trying to sell you a boat. They're just trying to educate you on the variety of boats, some of the different things to do, even in not just in boating, but like here in Ohio. I mean, we have inland lakes, we have rivers, and then of course we have one big Great Lake right in our backyard that a lot of kids, young folks that are only a mile away still have not even had access to or been around. So guys, I really appreciate you taking the time to be here and educate some of our first-time boat buyers and answer questions.
Come visit us.
Yeah, we're looking forward to talking to you guys.